Hello captains, and welcome to the stream. My name is Serge, Pilot Club 6, and today we are doing another TPC Charters Virtual Airline flight with service to Dallas Fort Worth. We are departing Gulfport, Mississippi in an Airbus A320neo with the new TPC livery for it, made by Jen. Awesome work there. Our flight today will take an hour and 44 minutes. Our distance to destination is 445 miles, and we will cruise at 36,000 feet. Let me show you our route while we're here. Here we are. The weather is looking great. For flying, no issues. All the big bad storms have passed last night. You can see them here to the northeast. No problems for us here. Very simple flight plan. Here we'll depart Gulfport and then turn east to our first fix, our first VOR, which is the Alexandria VOR. And then we'll continue on and we'll take Winey 4 arrival with Peanuts transition into Fort Worth Airport. Alright, looking at the plates here, we are at Gulfport, Mississippi. We are at the terminal. It's an interesting little airport. A military portion over there to the east, and we are here at the terminal between D1 and D2. Alright, we are also on VADSIM as always, and although there are no controllers available right now, we did get our auto ATC, so we did get our squawk code of 6731, so we'll come back to that in a few minutes. For now, let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit. The beautiful A320neo. We got our coffee this morning. We got our trusty first officer, our cat Pumpkin. And we are good to go. So we will go ahead and get things on the road. Alright, so batteries 1 and 2 to on. We do have external power available, so we'll engage that. And we'll set up our overhead. So emergency exit lights to arm. No smoking signs to auto, nav and logo to on, strobes to auto, oxygen cruise supply on, ground control for CVR on, on. CVR test complete. Evac to captain. Adheres to nav. And we'll turn on our fuel pumps. And we are good to go here. Let's go to our EFB. Alright, turn on our EFB. We will import our SimBrief data. As you can tell, Gulfport, Dallas, Fort Worth. Our alternate this morning is Austin, Texas. Here's our zero fuel weight. Cost index is 47. We will probably increase that a little bit. We are battling some strong headwinds, on average about 89 knots, so we shall see. So here's our route, and we'll take a look at our weather momentarily. But before we do that, we will go to our services, request our jet bridge and baggage and catering. So let's see how this jet bridge is going to attach. Okay, not bad, not bad. Our positioning was kind of funny, but it looks like it's working right now. Pretty good, so we should get our jet bridge done. Yep, looks nice. Our catering is here, and the baggage loader is about to load the bags. Very good. Come back here, we will request our fuel numbers from SimBrief, and we'll start fueling. And we'll do the same with the passengers. We're expecting, I think, 86 passengers. Yep, 86 passengers, 6,000 pounds of cargo. And we will start boarding. Alright, so far so good. Let's go ahead and load our charts for reference. I do use charts in ForeFlight, and that's what I use. As you see the tablet there, I usually put on the bottom left of the screen. But we have Navigraph also, and we like to have it in the cockpit for quick reference. So our taxi chart is right here. That's all we need for Gulfport, and then for Dallas Fort Worth, we do need our airport info. I think we need our parking gates. Now we need to see what terminal we're going to be arriving to. I think we're going to be arriving to terminal A, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll put that in for terminal A. Of course, we need our arrival chart. We're arriving on Whiny 4 star. So let's see, where is Whiny 4? I don't see it here. That's interesting. Oh, here it is. Yep, Whiny 4, our nav arrival. Good to go. So here's our pin charts. Go ahead and load our airport chart here. Good to go. So let's go to our iPad and take a look at our winds here. So for departure, 3-2 looks like the best option here. Let's look at the airport chart. Yep, that's the one we landed on last night. So we'll take Charlie all the way to 3-2, and we'll cross runway 18 right there. Okay, so that is looking good. Let's go to our MCDU or MACDU. We'll go to ETSU. AOC menu. We'll initialize. Okay, that's looking good. So air time is about 1 hour 35 minutes. Okay, that's looking good. We'll initialize our actual flight. Alright, everything checks out. Let's get our winds and temperatures in the climb, in cruise, and in descent. Go back to ETSU, AOC, we'll request our weather, we'll send it, and then we'll go to received messages. Now, while we're waiting on that, one thing we'd like to do is load our lighting preset. Yep, that's looking good. Let's check on our loading. Okay, it's looking good. Yeah, looks like we got the baggage loaded. Great. And okay, we still have no messages here. Okay, well, we shall wait. While we wait for that, let's load up our departure. As I said, we're departing runway 32, and we'll insert that. Essentially, we'll vector ourselves in. Runway heading is 316. We'll put that in, 316. Alright, since we don't have controllers, we'll dial in our cruise altitude of 36,000 feet. And let's get our weather again for Gulfport. Altimeter is 3018. Now we can also, of course, get it from here. Here it is, 3018. And we'll put it on the standby instrument as well. Okay, that's looking good. Now, since there are no controllers, we do need to get our ATIS for DFW. So let's go ahead and do that. Just to get an idea. Okay, so we're arriving 13 right, 18 right, and 17 left. So let's take a look at our airport chart. So 13 right is right here, 9,000 feet. 18 right. Where's 18 right? Here's 18 right. 13,000 feet. Okay. And 17 left. Okay, definitely not 17 left. I think we'll take 18 right. All right.
Completed.
Thank you. So 18 right, and for 18 right is an ILS, so we'll take that. ILS 18 right.
flight deck. On behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming to the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
All right, thank you, First Officer, for that wonderful cabin announcement. So we'll go ahead and put our 18 right in there for now. We'll see what happens later on. Our star again is the whiny 4. Whiny 4 with Peanuts transition. And we'll insert that. Now we'll check for any discontinuities. That's looking good. Alright, we'll go to init B. Let me check if we finished loading cargo. So cargo's done, passengers are done. So we can go ahead and put our zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight CG. That's looking good. Our block fuel is 22.4. I think we've got some extra fuel today, so we're good with that. We'll go ahead and put our performance numbers in. We're doing flaps 1 departure today. It'll be a toga departure, so we're not going to worry about the flex 2 temperature. We'll get our V speeds, 129 for V1, 130 for rotate, and our V2 is 134. We are looking good. Alright, cool. So we go to our overhead. We can turn our seatbelt signs on. And we'll go ahead and request the tug. Alright, the tug is connecting. Back to the overhead. Wait. APU available. Okay, back to the overhead. We'll turn APU bleed on. Let's go back to Etsu. Looks like we finally did get our weather. And we will print it. I love using the printer here. So cool. And there it is. We got the METAR for our departure, our destination, and our alternate. Very neat. Back to flight plan. Okay, so let's look at where we need to push. Looks like we need to push left. Yep, we'll go ahead and push left. Parking brake is off. Oh, you know, I wanted to check something. So, as you guys may have known, I've had some issues with the tiller. Give me 1 second. Alright, I gotta do something here. 1 second. I need to clear this. So what I did is I assigned different control here on my sight stick for the tiller, because my twist axes were all messed up and jittery, so that didn't work. I just wanted to make sure we're good with that. Alright, we're all good. So we can go ahead and start our push to the left. There we go. And we can start engine 2, beacon on.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and cross-check.
Let me see, there's something over there. Nope, we're okay. Alright, we'll turn left. Alright, engine 1's available. We'll start engine 2. Alright, and we'll stop our push here. We'll set our parking brake. And we'll release the tug. Alright, we got good engine start. So we'll go ahead and turn off APU bleed and APU. Taxi lights on. We can turn predictive weather on. And we didn't put in our squawk. Our squawk is 6731. We'll put it on auto. Flaps 1. Ignition off. Parking brake off. And we'll try our new tiller axis. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll see in a minute. It's not working at all. Alright, stand by. Parking brake on. Yep, this tiller axis didn't work at all. Alright, so let let's go to it's slider X minus. Yeah. Okay, so we'll validate that and we'll delete this one. Yeah. We'll see. Alright, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, what's the problem? Now this is not working. Alright, back. Parking brake on. Let me go to separate tiller from rudder inputs. Yeah, we have that. But it doesn't want to turn at all. Alright, let me troubleshoot that right quick. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Alright, so let's see, we go to here. Yep, it's showing up. See, that's what the problem is. It's kind of jittery here. I had to do a big dead zone here for it, but joystick RX is Zulu. But see, this is not moving here for some reason. Why is that? Some kind of issue here. I don't like that. Oh, here we go. Now we're on it. Okay, good. So we just had to we just had to reset it. So we'll try again. Yep, good to go now. Gulfport traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6 is taxiing to runway 32 via Charlie, Gulfport. All right, auto brake to max. We need to arm spoilers. Takeoff config green, and we'll make a cabin call. Gulfport traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, crossing runway 36 on Charlie, Gulfport.
Approaching runway 36. Entered runway 36, 4,100 feet remaining.
All right, coming up here to 3-2. And we'll go ahead and stop here. Gonna turn our landing lights on. Turn our packs off. TARA on TCAS.
Please prepare to take off.
Okay, we're still looking good. Whoop, that's my bad. What did we do here? We gotta figure something out with the iPad here. Okay, we're okay. I'll figure it out in a minute. All right, we got landing lights, parking brake. Everything's green. Everything's looking good. All right, let's make that call. Gulfport traffic. Airbus Pilot Club 6 taking runway 32 for departure to the west, Gulfport.
Approaching runway 32.
All right, finals clear.
Entered runway 32, 8,900 feet remaining.
We see 32. And we'll stop here. Spool up the engines. Power set. Toga SRS runway green. 100 knots. V1 rotate. Positive rate. Tap on the brakes. Gear up. Autopilot on. disarm ground spoilers. Climb thrust. Flap 0. And now we can go direct our first fix. Make that left turn. And we'll turn packs back on. Passing 10,000 feet, and we can turn our lights off. It looks like we got smooth air, so we'll turn seat belts off as well. And I got a bit of an issue here with my control, so I'm going to troubleshoot. Just bear with me 1 second. Why I don't see source iPad? That's weird. Yeah, I don't see that. Don't see the iPad. Toggle main source. I don't see the iPad. Where's the iPad? Alright, who knows? Yeah, we'll have to fix that later, I guess. Alright, good climb out.
Climbing through transition altitude.
Alright, we'll set our altimeters to standard. And the backup as well. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're flying a TPC Charters Airlines flight with service to Fort Worth, Dallas Fort Worth, and we've just departed Gulfport, Mississippi. Everything's looking fantastic so far. Very nice climb out. Hey, Joe's here. Yeah, Joe, there was a typo in the title. So yeah, it's supposed to be Kilo Golf Papa Tango, not Lima Golf Papa Tango. I will get that fixed. Once the stream is over. Daniel, hi. Hope you are well. Welcome to the stream. Yet another TPC Charters flight. Hope you're doing well, Daniel. And thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. So I've been working on my overlays for the stream. So as you guys can tell, I added the subscribers goal bar. So that's something that I try to increase the subscriber count for the Pilot Club YouTube channel. So we'll see how that goes. Hey guys, I got a call from the cabin crew for a second. I need to step out of the flight deck and talk to them, so I'll be right back. All right, back on flight deck. Cabin crew had an unruly passenger that we had to take care of. So we took care of that. All is well. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're doing a TPC Charters airline flight with service to Dallas Fort Worth from Gulfport, Mississippi. And Quilty, or Quility, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, X-Plane 12 is great also. So I think the sims nowadays are just amazing. Anyways, the main two, which is the FS 2020 and the X-Plane 11 or 12, but 12 is really good as well. They've stepped up the game, of course. The flight dynamics and realism things are probably a little bit better in X-Plane, but the visuals in Flight Sim 2020 are absolutely stunning. As you can see here, I'll give you some views, some of the external views here. Man, look at that wing flex. We got it. Looks amazing. Go back to flight deck. Check, make sure everything's good to go. We've reached our cruise level of 360. Get the iPad back on. All right, thank you, FO. For this wonderful cabin announcement. I set my joystick profile, but it always connects it to some other profile that I made earlier and sets two buttons to the rudder pedals. Yeah, that's a problem. That's on X-Plane 12. Yeah, you know what the thing is about X-Plane 12 scenery, and the advantage of the FS 2020 is that FS 2020 has the Bing satellite data, and obviously they have it and they have the rights to it, and so they're able to pipe in satellite data from all over the world into the sim, which that's what makes it really awesome. I mean, with X-Plane, you can add crazy amount of scenery via ortho, but it's still not quite the same. So especially if you're flying low and slow in general aviation aircraft, FS 2020 is better in my opinion anyways. So yeah, I'm not sure about your issue with the profiles. I'm not very versed in X-Plane, so I don't know why it resets your profile or messes up your profile, but maybe delete the profile and try to create it again and see if that helps. So yeah, additionally, FS 2020 has photogrammetry for big cities and places, so and that is amazing as well. You gotta have good internet though. So Yep, that's that. Anyways, let me tell you something. I'm very impressed with the sims nowadays. I started, I don't know, 20 years ago with FSX. I've been simming for a long time now, and what it is right now with FS 2020 is just amazing. The realism, the graphics, the visuals, atmosphere, weather, all of that is just amazing. So I know that it's not perfect, but it is much better than what it was before. That is for sure. Alright, we got about an hour and 8 minutes remaining in the flight. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the flight here, enjoying the views. We'll go ahead and start looking at our weather at destination. I don't foresee any problems. As you can see, it's VFR, slight winds, visibility is 10 miles, no clouds, good flying weather, so we should be good to go. We'll take a look if our arrival runway is still good. It's 18s now. We probably should switch up, so let me take a look here. 18s. Let's go back and look at our digital METAR that we've looked at before. 13. Yep, 18 right. Yep, we're still good. We're still okay with our 18 right. Yep, we don't want 17 left. We don't want 13 right. We will take 18 right. Quality, what airplane do you fly in X-Plane 12? Just wondering. Okay, so 172, Citation X, that's a good one too. Cirrus SR-22, turbo or non-turbo? All great airplanes, I gotta tell you. FS 2020 just released, or developer Bugaloo just released freeware, the Skyhawk 172 for FS 2020. That is absolutely fantastic, and it's freeware as well. I fly Cessna CJ4, haven't flown Citation X. I actually have a friend who's a pilot who flies that, but in real life. But I've tried the Cirrus SR-22, the turbo version G6 in FS 2020, and that's pretty good as well. And also Cessna Skyhawk, you fly the 6-pack analog or glass G1000? Just wondering. All right, we're making our way there. Doing well. So, is there add-on planes for X-Plane 12? Yeah, there are add-on planes. There are plenty. I think on xplane.org. We actually have a section on the website here. Let me pull it up. I thought we had a section. Yep, here's our X-Plane resources for X-Plane there. So let me see. Yeah, it doesn't have the site for. Oh, okay, here we go. Well, that's for airports probably. X-Plane Scenery Gateway, but yeah, I mean there are plenty add-ons for X-Plane 12. Where are the free ones? I do not know. Like I said, I don't fly X-Plane 12, so I'm not sure. You may want to just Google search it and see if things come up, but there are definitely add-ons for X-Plane 12. Not as many as there are for X-Plane 11, but I think there are some. X9 RTX, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good day. We are doing a TPC Charters airline flight with service to Dallas Fort Worth from Gulfport, Mississippi, and an Airbus A320neo. So thank you for popping in. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. We are in cruise currently, cruising at a decent, not so decent speed actually. We do have some strong headwinds here, as you can tell. We're doing ground speed of 321. Our true airspeed is 450. So yeah, encountering some crazy headwinds on this trip, so it's gonna take us a little bit longer than normal for this flight, so but that's all right. We enjoy it. So quality, how long I have been flying FS 2020? I've been flying FS 2020 for 3 years, for almost 3 years. So when it came out, that's when I switched from FSX. So I actually flew FSX for a very long time, and when I started simming in FSX, I flew Airbus A319 for good 10 years, and that's the only airplane I've flown, and I got really good at it. So obviously switching from 319 to 320, no big deal, same family. So I'm pretty well versed in 320, although I will say this, for the last year, I really haven't flown 320 as much. I've been flying a lot of CJ4, Comanche 250, been flying the Kodiak, love the Kodiak. So those planes, flew a lot of CJ4, love the CJ4. Citation for FS 2020, but yeah, I mean, I've been at it for a long time. Love the hobby. Love to flight sim, and I try to do as much realism as I can. Obviously, using VATSIM for ATC. Although today's flight we don't have any ATC, so we're on Unicom, but that's all right. Flew last night live on stream from Orlando to Gulfport, and that's how we ended up in Gulfport this morning and continued on. But New York had a very busy event, so in Orlando there are a lot of traffic departing to go to New York. So it was very busy. If you want to check out that stream from last night, that's a good one. Also in 320 Neo. Pi05T, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it, sir. And thank you for popping in and joining the stream. Oh, I don't know, I pressed something funky here. Let me do something here. Sorry for interrupting the flight here. Let me do this. New window. I want to do something here, but let me do that off screen. So I'll minimize that. So sorry, guys. Let me test something out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to update my sub goal. Let's see here. I'm not kind of new to streaming, so. Oh, I know. I know where it's at. 1 second. There we go. So that should be good now. Trying to figure things out. Did it do that? Yep, it did. There it is. So thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. So hey, thanks for the sub, guys. I appreciate it. All right, Pi05T, flight number AAR721. What's AAR? What airline is that? And quality, you've been flying an X-plane for about 3 months. Yeah, airliners is quite different. I do both. Again, like I said, I started with airliners, but I do love the GA, and I actually, the last few months, have gotten into helicopters. And if you look at some of the live streams and videos on the channel, I do fly a lot the Airbus H145 helicopter and FS2020. Okay, Asiana Airlines. Okay, gotcha. That's awesome. You're flying on VATSIM right now, Pi05T? And quality, I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the stream and the channel. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. So your question about what plane to start with as far as airliners, this is very personal. I can tell you this: I'm an Airbus guy, and again, I started with Airbus A319. I love Airbus philosophy and the way it operates. So my preference would be to start with Airbus. Maybe A320, 330 is long haul. So you would really compare A320 to 737, and I have 737 also by PMDG, and I love that airplane. But because I've been just accustomed to flying Airbus, it's a little bit difficult for me to switch to the 737. So I stuck with flying the 320 by Phoenix or the 320 Neo by Fly-by-Wire, which is what this is. Yep, and Pi 05 Tango got you. You're in multiplayer. Okay. Nice, nice. Yep, I don't do multiplayer. I do every flight on VATSIM, even though sometimes it's uncontrolled. That's okay. But I got probably 1,700 hours of flying time on VATSIM alone. Oh, let me show you something cool, guys. Just thought of this. Let me go to the Pilot Club Discord. Where is that picture? I'm probably not gonna find it now, but let me try anyways. I posted this cool picture with all of my flights in 2023. So the cool thing about using ForeFlight, and I know there are other tools out there, is that you have flight tracking. By the way, here's my current setup right here, just so you guys get an idea of what I'm doing. I'm not doing the face reveal just yet. I will get the camera and probably do that later on this year, but got my 32-inch pancake monitor here. Here's my flight stick and the throttles. I have a GA throttle box here as well for GA aircraft. This iPad here is ForeFlight. This Android tablet is for OBS. Here's my streaming setup here on the left, and my rudder pedals here. And this item here is the flight control panel or autopilot and all of those types of things. I love knobs and physical controls. Really helps with flying. But let me continue searching here. Oh man, I wish I knew where. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so here, if you guys can see, here are all of my flights in 2023. So 239 flights, about 20 flights per month. Top airports here, so all over the country. But you know, flying with TPC Charters airline gives you a purpose for the flights, and I do enjoy flying those flights for the airline as well. But I also do a lot of group flights, and the group flights here, let me show you right quick, is here on the TPC website are the dispatch, and here's our group flights. For example, for this month, we have our Sunday Fun Day group flights on Sundays. We have our GA Tuesday for general aviation lovers. Of course, all light aircraft or helicopters are okay. Have Bush Wednesday on the 24th, and then Fly-In Thursday. Those are fly-ins. And for all traffic, all types of aircraft, of course, FNOs on VATSIM every Friday. We just did a leg of the World Tour yesterday, and then we have 2 Discovery flights this month. One is for helicopters, that's a workshop number 2, and then the fixed wing Discovery flight on the 20th. So so we have a lot of flights. Here's our December lineup, November, October, lots of group flights that we got going on, and these group flights are really fun. We have probably, I don't know, 15-20 people flying each flight. It is all on VATSIM though, so you have to be on VATSIM, but that's something cool that that you can do, you know, with the club, if you're in the club anyway. So okay, so A330 or 737 is your choice again here. Well, again, my advice is just from personal experience and personal preference is Airbus, but you cannot go wrong with a 737. That's a great aircraft as well. Just different philosophy. So whatever's better for you. So anyways, that's my advice there, or my feedback on that. And if you're just joining the stream, guys, welcome. Sunday morning flight with service to Dallas-Fort Worth, TPC Charters Virtual Airline. By the way, let me take a look at something. Oh, mamma mia, you know what? I messed up. I did not... Oof, what do I do now? I did not start my tracking. Oh, man. Totally forgot. Alright, let me take a look if I can do it. I probably cannot, so... Ooh, that's a tough one. So many things to do, you know, getting ready for the stream and all that, so I didn't start my tracker for the virtual airline, so this flight's not gonna count. Let me see if I can catch up with it and it'll count for me. Probably not. So TPC Charters uses on-air tracking program. Here's our Airbus. Yep, it's not going to give me an opportunity to do this. Alright, well, that's that. So that's not really a TPC Charters flight, so I'll have to redo it. That's alright, we'll finish out this stream and I'll have to do it sometime next week. That's what happens when you don't use checklist for these things as well. Got so excited with the stream and setting up the aircraft. I was supposed to get the flight tracker going before I start the engines, but I totally forgot to do that. And James, if you're watching this, I am very sorry. It's all right. I'll have to do that. I'll do it off stream, anyways. No problem. And James is the TPC Charters VA CEO. Nice guy. All right, we have a company message here. Looks like. Let's take a look. What is the company message about? Oh wow, we got a message that says, hello, test the Pilot Club. Who sent me this message? Let me look at something. Yeah, that's our second message. That is awesome. Can I reply to this message? So quality, I don't work for the virtual airline. I fly for the virtual airline. So I'll show you here right quick. Here's the virtual airline that I fly for. So TPC Charters. It's a virtual airline, which is a branch of the Pilot Club, where you get your flights and you know, you can fly airliners, GA aircraft, biz jets, We have a pilot guide, special events, special awards. We have on their features is full economy model. We have FBOs, career mode, and realistic flight planning. The only downside to being in this airline, though, is that we do use On Air program. That's the airline management system. It is not free. It's not expensive, but it does have it does require a monthly subscription. I think it's $5 a month, something like that. So yeah, so that's what I do. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, AAR 721. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yep. Let me look through the chat here. Was that the call sign? Awesome, but how can I reply to this is my question. Let me go back here. Oh, free text. Okay, so let me try this. 2. All right, we'll try this. Cool. Can't find this. Can't find the text now. AAR 721. So AAR 721. And we'll just say hello. Oh, I see. I got you. So yeah, so this is you have Hoppy network and fly-by-wire network. Yeah, and I have the Hoppy as well. Let me send it via the fly-by-wire. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know which. Maybe it's Hoppy. Let me send it on Hoppy. Failed. Okay, let's try fly-by-wire. No Hoppy connection. How come? All right. Let me look at my settings for Hoppy. Where are they? Where are they? Yeah, Hoppy's enabled. Do I need to do something special with Hoppy here? Let me look. Recall. Empty. Message. Plus. Message minus. I don't know how this works. Oh yeah, so MCDU is just the this unit here, but that's what you do basically. You go to free text here in AOC menu, and you put the call sign, and you can use either fly-by-wire or Hoppy. Hoppy didn't work for me, so I tried fly-by-wire. So yep, maybe he got it, but that's pretty neat feature though. So if you're flying, fly-by-wire aircraft, which this is fly-by-wire A320neo, then you can exchange these messages, which is very cool and very neat. Yeah, and they appear here in the free text or in the messages display. So And you know what's cool too? I can print it right here. Yeah, watch here. It's gonna come out, and I can put it here, and here it is. Here's the message. Hello, test the Pilot Club. And I can go through the messages here as my METAR messages that I got before. So that's very cool feature. All right, let me start getting ready a little bit for our descent. So we need to start figuring out what we're gonna do here. So let me pull up the chart for the arrival. We are on Whiny 4 arrival, coming into Dallas Fort Worth. I think our last fix is Hills, so we'll check that. Let's see. Whiny 4, yep, Hills. So at Hills we should be at 6,230. 6,230, so that's also good. We can go ahead and dial in our bottom altitude right here on FCP, so that's 6,000. Let's go ahead and do that, 6,000. We're not going to initiate our top of descent yet. If you look at our display here, here's our top of descent, so about 60 miles from here. You can also see it here, TD, top of descent. It should be at 1508 Zulu. And that's in about 10 minutes. So in about 10 minutes we'll start our descent. Let's go back to the plates. Let's make sure that we don't have any restrictions, or if we do, we need to make sure that they exist. So Horco, we should be between flight level 300 and flight level 240. That checks out. Our speed should be 290. That looks good as well. And then at Beery, we should be between 16,000 and 13,000, so we're good with that. And our speed should be 270. That checks out as well. And then Howdy. Here's Howdy. We should be between 11 and 12,000, so that's good to go. And speed should be 250. Berms at 8,000 and 240. Here's berms, 8,000, 240. We can put 240 in here, I guess. It'll still gonna jump. It's okay. 232 is close enough. And then hills at 6,000 and 230. So that's perfect on our arrival. Then we go to our approach, and we should be at 4,000. Let's look at our first fix here is Legray. Okay, so above 3,000. Okay, that's okay. Since we're kind of vectoring ourselves, so let's go ahead and put 3,000 there as our bottom altitude. And 2,400, we'll take a note of that. 2,400 is our ILS glide slope intercept altitude. Okay, that's great. Let's go check our weather. It's just been updated, so we can go ahead and put our performance data in. Yeah, quality. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Yeah, so you said you don't understand airliners, right? So yeah, go ahead. And while you're responding, I'll put our weather in. Wind is 200 at 6. Our temperature is 4 Celsius. And our QNH is 3011. So that's all filled in. The only other thing we need to get is our decision height, or decision or minimum altitudes is 807, and we put that right here. So we're all set with that. Very good. Yeah, I already answered that. I would go with 330, but you can go wrong with 737 as well. So again, basically is you have to figure out, do you like Airbus better or do you like Boeing better? So they're different. So you have to kind of figure that out. Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. Give me just a couple of minutes. I got another call from the cabin crew, so I need to go chat with them. Be right back.
Destination ATIS is 123.775.
Alright, I am back, and I realized that we are past our top of descent, so we need to catch up here now. Here's our green dot, so we're going to be diving in to catch that. Ignore the warnings. And passengers aren't going to like this, but kind of behind now.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business
Sync
we
rate.
can observe as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the pilot plans cruise prepare the cabin for a wrap.
Yep, should be between flight level 300 and 240. Oh, mamma mia. Alright, this is exciting. Hey, Thomas. Hello. Welcome to the stream, sir. Coming in just at the right time. Thank you for popping in. We've got about 19 minutes of flight time remaining. Coming into Dallas, Fort Worth in an Airbus A320 Neo. Well, this is a little bit embarrassing, guys. I had to step away from the flight deck to talk to the cabin crew, and guess what? We missed our top of descent, so we're gonna it's gonna be tough here to catch up, but we're gonna try. Gonna let the Airbus do its thing and do kind of a rapid descent here. What it looks like, it looks all right. Yeah, 4,000 feet per minute descent. The passengers aren't gonna like that. Quality, in my opinion, A330 is easier to learn. So that's my feedback on that. Alright, let's check our weather again. We're still good with what we put in MCDU, so we're good to go. Haha, Thomas says slip it in, or slip it, yeah. Well, we're just, we're good distance out still. We're 100 miles out. So we're just a little bit above to where we need to be, but we'll catch up to the green dot. We should be at 290, so we are at 290. The Airbus did its thing. At Popsy, we should be between flight level 200 and 230. We're at 245, so it's all right. We're catching up to that, and then 270. They're coming in. Yep, that's what happens when you step away for a little bit. Still no ATC, so we're still on Unicom, so we're okay. Quality, no problem with the questions at all. Please keep them coming. If I'm able to answer, I surely will. I mean, this is for you guys. I love doing these streams and answering questions and sharing my experiences, sharing my knowledge. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. So I've been doing it for a long time, so gladly will answer your questions. Now, what we didn't do, what we probably should do, is go to our landing calculator and get our landing calculated here. Okay, so we're looking for our runway elevation. Again, we're landing on 18 right, so we can get that from the chart. There's 18 right. Field elevation is 606. Runway heading is 177. Runway conditions are dry. Runway slope. Let me look at the runway. 18 right. Let me see here, runway slope. Nope, 18 right is what we're looking for. Runway slope is minus 0.18. So minus 0.18. Runway length is 13,400. Put that in. Our approach speed, which we already did, is 129. So we'll put that in, 129. And our landing weight we can get from here. Landing weight is 126,000. Flap's going to be full, reverse thrust, yes, and we'll calculate here. So we'll go low brake. We'll set that up. Go to our weather. We're past our transition altitude, so 3011. We'll do the same on our backup instrument. Sorry guys, I'm having to catch up with all this here. Alright, 270, we're slowing down to 270, good. So it needs to slow down first. We'll try to make this restriction. I think we'll be okay here. Let's use our speed brakes here to slow down a little bit. Should be 270 knots. Why are we at 250? That's alright. So here's our green dot coming in. We're catching up to it. We'll stick with that for now. All right, all is well. Back to our EFB. So yeah, we're pretty good on the landing there, no problems. So here we are, should be at 260 at Whiny. Again, we're already at 250 here, so that's all right. We'll stick with that. We're at 15,000. So we caught up to our profile, no problem. Yep, good to go. So from hills, we'll just vector ourselves. Let me look at the plate. Let's see. 270 degrees is what we want to depart hills. We're at 13,000, so let me go ahead and get my landing lights on before I forget, because I always forget. All right, very exciting time here, about 15 minutes of flight remaining. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for tuning in. We're coming into Dallas Fort Worth in an Airbus A320 Neo. We're a little bit below our green dot, but it's coming back in, so we're good between 12 and 11. We're gonna comply with that. And we're gonna go to speed 240. We'll let the Airbus manage everything. We're all in managed modes.
Class Bravo below in 13.6 miles.
All right, thank you. So we have our landing lights on. We'll see how our frame rate's going to be coming into Fort Worth. I think I have custom scenery for it, so it may be heavy on the frames. Who knows? Alright, so we need to be at 8,000 and 240 at berms. We see a slow down trend here, so we are slowing to 240. Hope I can do a primo landing for you guys. And I hope my nose wheel steering is not going to mess me up on the rollout. We shall see. Thomas, why do I use ForeFlight? I love ForeFlight because of its features for flight planning, fuel planning, the vertical profile, all the different layers I can do. I can do the sectionals for VFR flying. I can do helicopter, obviously all the charts, and just how great everything's integrated like this. I can use it with the sim. It tracks my flights. I can review them after with the track log, all kinds of features. Now I will say that, and I have Navigraph as well, obviously, as you can see right here. I prefer FAA charts to Jepson charts, and Jepson charts is what Navigraph uses. They're good also, but I'm just used to FAA charts anyways. I run ForeFlight on my tablet, and it gives me a lot of options still that Navigraph doesn't have, although Navigraph is catching up. They're awesome. They're creating or adding all kinds of features and adding features all the time, so they're really trying hard for me to let go of my ForeFlight subscription, but it is really something that I prefer, just visually and simplicity of use, and all kinds of features. So, and maybe I'll make a video on ForeFlight later. But yes, quality. We are coming in for an approach. We are coming in for ILS 18 right. So here we're making this left turn to Hills. Hills is our last fix on the approach. We should be at 6,230 knots, so we are complying with that, and we will depart Hills at heading 270. So once we do this turn, we'll go to heading mode. By the way, we're below 10,000. We'll activate our landing system. Alright, so here we go. We're going into heading mode, and actually we are at heading 270. So what's going to happen is we will make a right turn to the north to line ourselves up for a left downwind for runway 18 right. And I see there's a SkyWest. That's Southwest or SkyWest? SkyWest 4817 departing here. They didn't make any calls, but that's alright. We'll make the call here. Dallas-Fort Worth traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, 20 miles to the north. Inbound ILS 18 right, Dallas-Fort Worth. Alright, so let's go ahead and make that downwind turn. We're 5,000, so we can go slow down our descent a little bit.
Class Delta below in 12.0 miles. Class Delta below in 12.6 miles.
Alright, so that should put us on a good downwind leg for left traffic. I mean, we're coming in on RNAV anyways, but or RNAV arrival. But normally, at this point, ATC would be giving us vectors. So, but we don't have any ATC right now.
Caution, TFR ahead.
Quality, I will not replay the landing. Unfortunately, I don't have the replay set up just yet. That's something I need to look at. But I think I have a feeling it's going to be a butter landing. That's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm hoping anyways, but conditions are good, so should be good to go. About 10 minutes remaining of the flight. We can start slowing down here. We'll do 230.
Class Delta below.
Okay, so let me go ahead and load our... Oh, we didn't. 1 second. We didn't load our approach. I thought we did. 18 right. Left. Where is 18 right? I don't even see 18 right here. Why is that? What's happening? Here it is. Here's 18 right. Let's stay at 3,000. Yep, 18 right. Let me check my chart right quick. 1119er. 1119er. Final approach course is 176, 3-degree slope. We're good to go with that. We'll activate approach phase, but we're still good, so slow down to 220. And here's downtown Dallas. And we have American departing as well. I think I've heard them. And you can see them on the radar here as well, and the flight right here. So we're going to be passing the airport. Where's the airport? Right there, I think. Nope, it's somewhere around here. Anyways, we're good to go. We'll stick at 3,000 here for now. Yeah, I agree, quality. I wouldn't say it would be devastating, but yeah, it would be upsetting a little bit. But I think we can butter it. I got a good feeling about this. We did a really good landing last night as well. So just getting used to the aircraft again. Like I said, I've not flown it in a long time. Until maybe last week, I started flying it again because I've been flying CJ4 and flying the Kodiak and the helicopter, so all kinds of things. So here, let me make another call here. Excuse me. Dallas Fort Worth traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6 on the downwind for 18 right. 10 miles to the east, 3,000, Dallas Fort Worth. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you got a good feeling too. I think we're going to do this, and we're going to do this primo. So we're passing the airport now. It's right there. There's actually some traffic you can see on the runway right there. Probably hard to see, but anyways. So so far frame's been okay, not too bad. It's a little bit kind of a mess here with the thing. I hope I got my. Actually, let me check something right quick. Probably not a good idea to do this here, but make sure we have our. Yep, we good. Just want to make sure we have our. Satellite data. So I don't know who made the call there. I couldn't quite hear them. All right, so we're going to be making our base turn pretty soon to Legray. Okay, so he's clear of the runway. And we have a Spirit coming in also. I don't know where he's going.
We're going to cross runway 17 right.
All right, copy that, copy that. Thomas, I don't know if you're still here. Yeah, 18 right instead of 18 right, huh? I don't know. What's the correct way to say it? In US, I know, for example, for call signs, you don't say, like if your call sign was just for sake of argument, if your call sign was 18 right, you wouldn't say 18 right as your call sign. You would say 18 right. So maybe I'm thinking the same with the airports, but who knows? All right, so I don't know where this NKS2 is going. We'll go ahead and start our turn. Fort Worth traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, left base, 418 right, 3000, Fort Worth. Go ahead to flaps 1. Let's go 210. We'll arm the localizer. I think we can do about this angle to intercept.
traffic, American 328, prepare the taxi.
1-8 right is the correct phraseology. Okay, thank you. That makes sense too, just for clarity. Alright, so we're at 3,000. Once we come in a little bit closer, we'll shallow up our angle a little bit, so we'll get a good intercept on that. We see our glide slope here coming in. Should be good to go. Intercepting from below. Let's go and do a 240 angle here on intercept. Alright, we got our localizer. Fort Worth traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6. Turning final for 1-8 right, Fort Worth. What is this little wiggly thing? We got our glide slope intercepted. We'll continue slowing down. Actually, let me go ahead and go into managed mode. We're going to need some help slowing down here. Can we go gear down? Let me try. Help us slow down.
Fort Worth traffic, 85, 7, heading west.
A little few stutters here. We're kind of late configuring. Okay, flaps 2. Let me go ahead and make the cabin call.
2 mile final runway 18 right.
Flaps 3. Yeah, I know. We'll take care of that in a second. And flaps full. We'll arm the spoilers. Yeah, we're kind of behind the aircraft here, but we're okay. So we'll need to, we're not gonna let the autopilot go just quite yet. I think we can do that now. Autopilot off.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Reverse thrust. Alright, didn't hit the center line, but I think pretty good landing overall. Alright, we'll exit. We missed Echo 3. Oh, we still could have done it. Okay, it's alright. We'll take the next one. We'll take Echo 4. And then we need to cross 1/8 left.
85 at FedEx around 40 taxi northwest. November Echo Foxtrot holding point runway 17 Central.
Start our APU. Turn the landing lights off. Fort Worth traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, clear of 18 right, crossing 18 left on Whiskey Lima, Fort Worth.
Approaching runway 18 left, 36 right.
Ooh, come on.
Entered runway 18 left, 36 right.
All right, we're okay. And we'll see if we can park here next to this aircraft. Yeah, kind of funny line here, so we'll ignore that. And we'll park right here.
For traffic, Taxi 85 heavy behind landing traffic on runway 17 Central. We line up and wait behind.
Alright, that looks good. Let's check if we have external power connected automatically. Interesting. Okay. Engine 1 and 2 off. And seatbelt sign off. Yeah, thank you. Was pretty good landing. Wasn't center line, but I think it was definitely butter on the rate. Alright, so we go here now for our services. We'll get our jet bridge, our baggage truck, and our catering truck. Alright, very cool. So we got it. Can go here now and deboard. So all is well. Did pretty good. Alright, so since we have external power here, we can go ahead and disconnect our APU, or turn off our APU rather. Beacon come off, strobe off. That looks good. What we didn't do is we didn't turn our radar.
Taking off runway 17 Central via West X to departure.
All right, very good. Well, we did it, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Oh, the add-on on my iPad is called ForeFlight. Yep, it's not cheap. It's about $250 a year subscription. But it is very good. Although, as I said before, Navigraph is also very good, so that's all right. All right, looks like we're finishing up unloading here. Let's look at our passengers. Yep, we're all unloaded.
American 328 crossing runway 17 right, line and away runway 17 center.
So the next stream we're gonna try to do tomorrow evening, about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, or so, approximately. So that should be good. So please join if you're able. Appreciate you guys popping in and chatting with me and being part of this flight. And we shall see you guys soon. Again, thanks for watching. See ya.